Man alone, you waged a warfare. Man alone, you came to set us free. Man alone, you defeated the enemy. You were a man alone, but now you can count on me. You were a man alone, but now you can count on me. You were a man alone, but now you can count on me. You were a man alone, but now you can count on me.
Apostle André Nola, it's a great privilege to have you here with us, and thank you for all the hard work you've done in pioneering apostolic reformation around the world, to over 90 countries now, is that?
More or less 90, give and take a few. 192 countries to go to.
That you still want to reach?
Well, another 102 years.
Yeah. Okay. When did you start? When did you start counting?
Well, I never counted until the Lord one day spoke to me through the scriptures and said, ek het jou omswervinge getel. Then I cried because I realized God was paying more attention to my travels than I was. So I'm not a great statistician, but they have their place. And so I simply took a world map and drew all my travels, and suddenly the whole world map was covered in lines this way and that way, from the east to the west and the north to the south. And I realized I had done something that neither Jesus or Paul had ever done. He said, you'll do greater things than this.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing I can say I've done that those two great men haven't done.
Well, you know, he wanted us to go ahead and take it further. So I think he would be happy. Tell us about the prophecy that launched you into this ministry when you were a young boy.
I was a young boy in Brakpan, to use my Australian accent. But an old André Prophet, a prophetess in the Apostolic Faith Mission, she just appeared on our doorstep, knocked on the door, and said, Brother Andrew, that was my father, the Lord has sent me to you. My mother was still being polite and said, Auntie Raper, can I make you some tea? But she says, no, sister, not until we've prayed. So they went into the lounge area and prayed. And I heard them, and I left my room and came and sat there where they prayed. She prophesied over the two of them, and everything she prophesied we wrote down in our family Bible, and everything came true. And then she turned to me when she saw me and said, young man, you have a calling from God, and God will use you in other lands. So I thought at that time it would be for cricket, because I had some good success with the cricket at that time. I couldn't think further than that. But I've spent a lifetime fulfilling a one-line prophecy. God will use you in other lands.
I think we're getting excited about it with you, and we're hoping to hold a party next year, Lord willing, if we can reach 100 nations together.
Score a century.
Yeah, you must raise your bat when you finish. So.
Raise my Bible.
Yeah.